News.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the American Legion Post number 99, Looking Glass Salon, Salem Senior Center, and McCoy Vision Clinic, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your afternoon weather forecast here for the noon hour today on Friday, April 25th. Today we do have a 3 in 10 chance of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon with partly sunny skies and a high temperature near 78 degrees. Winds will be out of the northwest at around 7 miles per hour. Chances decrease to 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms for tonight. Those should be expiring around 10 p.m. or so. Will be mostly cloudy tonight with low around 53 with north winds 5 to 7 miles per hour. Tomorrow will be mostly cloudy with a high temperature near 68 degrees. We'll have northeasterly winds tomorrow 6 to 8 miles per hour. Then tomorrow night we're back to a 30% chance of showers after midnight with mostly cloudy skies, low around 49. Winds will be out of the east tomorrow night around 6 miles per hour. Sunday, we do have a 40% chance of showers with mostly cloudy skies and a high temperature near 67 degrees. Southeasterly winds on Sunday will be 6 to 8 miles per hour. Then Sunday night, we should be mostly cloudy with low around 56. Then we expect partly sunny skies on Monday with a high temperature near 82. But Monday night, we have a chance of showers back in the forecast for after midnight with mostly cloudy skies and low temperature around 64 degrees. Then Tuesday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Then showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm during the afternoon. Skies will be mostly cloudy Tuesday with a high temperature near 79 degrees. We have a chance of showers and thunderstorms Tuesday night with mostly cloudy skies and low around 56 degrees. Then Wednesday, a chance of showers with mostly cloudy skies and a high temperature near 74. We have a chance of showers in the forecast for Wednesday night with mostly cloudy skies and low around 55. And Thursday, showers are likely and maybe a thunderstorm with partly sunny skies and a high temperature near 74 degrees. And that has been your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Receive Brownfield's latest national and state news, markets, and weather in your email inbox. Sign up for Brownfield's Agriculture Today e-newsletter at brownfieldagnews.com. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. Fear of food is real. Some people are afraid that if it isn't organic, it isn't safe. Others fear that eating red meat will give them colon cancer or, at the very least, a heart attack. Others are afraid they'll get mercury poison from eating fish. Some fear that if they eat a slice of bacon, they'll get fat, or if they consume a boiled egg, their cholesterol levels will go through the roof. People fear food for a variety of reasons, but if you dig deep enough, you'll typically find they've been given some misinformation from a source they believe. It's no surprise that anti-animal agriculturalists and misinformed environmentalists campaign against meat consumption and anything produced using herbicides, pesticides, or GMOs. Sadly, some companies also deliberately mislead consumers in an effort to gain market share. Marketing is good, lying is not. Most consumers simply don't have the time or take the time to do all of the research. If we can do just a little more to help educate those who don't know or understand, we can make a difference. Just getting consumers to engage with knowledgeable people in agriculture can make a difference. And getting knowledgeable people in agriculture to engage with consumers can make a big difference. It seriously doesn't have to be a 30-minute PowerPoint presentation. A simple conversation over the meat counter at the local grocery store might just be all it takes. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and that's my 2 cents.
Farming's hard. To feed the world, farmers have to work the land, brave the elements, and fight the battle against weeds. Weeds reduce crop yields, so prices go up and everybody gets less to eat. But 50 years ago, farmers got a new tool to fight weeds, glyphosate. It kills weeds while protecting the harvest. Time and again, it has been approved by the EPA and by leading regulatory bodies around the world. It helps enable practices that reduce erosion and keep soil healthy, which is good for the earth. Farming's hard, but it's a little easier with glyphosate. Learn more at go.bayer.com/glyphosate, paid for by Bayer.
Dad, is Volt IP Plus seed treatment a biofungicide or an inoculant?
Well, that's a strange thing to ask, son, but since it's on your mind, it's both. 2 powerful biofungicides plus an elite rhizobia inoculant. It's how we improve early season soybean vigor and increase yield potential.
Why is the sky blue?
How about we just stick to soybeans, son?
Volt IP Plus biological seed treatment from BASF. The plus equals more. Talk to your retailer or BASF representative today. Always read and follow label directions.
Country Mart in Salem has a large selection of fresh and packaged meats, as well as fresh fruits and vegetables. They even have propane tanks and everything you need for a picnic, barbecue, or even just a great day on the river. It can all be found under one roof at Country Mart in Salem. And don't forget to check them out online at www.tcmarkets.com. Country Mart, Highway 3272 East in Salem. They're here to help you save.
What's up, y'all? It's Fitz from the Country Top 40 Countdown. And if you missed us last weekend, Low Cash spent their second week at the top with Hometown Home. Can they make it a three-peat at number 1? Well, they're going to have to beat out a couple of country music's biggest, including Mr. Morgan Wallen himself. Anything could happen. I'll see you this weekend for all the hits on the Country Top 40 with Fitz right here.
Another slow day for direct cash cattle trade, and cash hogs ended the day mixed. Good morning, I'm Megan Grebner with the Brownfield Livestock Market Report, brought to you by Propane. The Propane Farm Research Program offers compensation for using propane equipment. More information is available at propane.com/PFRP. Direct cash cattle trade was quiet again Thursday. Bids were elusive. Asking prices were at $214 to $215 live in the South and $340 plus dressed in the north. It looks like the bulk of the week's trade could get pushed until the very end of the week. The Bloomfield Livestock Auction in Iowa compared to 2 weeks ago, steers 600 to 750 pounds were $10 to $22 higher, while other weight groups were not well compared but sold with a higher undertone. Heifers 550 to 750 pounds were steady to sharply higher, while other weight groups, also not well compared, sold with a higher undertone. The USDA says demand was good for the moderate to heavy supply. Medium and large one feeder steers 501 to 543 pounds brought $412.50 to $425. Box beef closed higher with solid demand for moderate offerings. Choice up $1.73 at $333.70. Select closed $1.83 higher at $316.35. Estimated cattle slaughter was 116,000 head, down 4,000 on the weekend, down more than 11,000 on the year. Cash hogs closed mixed with a moderate negotiated run. Processors were able to move needed numbers without having to get too aggressive in their procurement efforts. Thursday's export sales report from the USDA had pork sales at a marketing year low. While China was noted on the report, it wasn't for purchases, but rather for its reductions. The industry is optimistic that domestic demand could see a boost with summer grilling season just around the corner, but that remains to be seen. Barrows and Gilts at the National Daily Direct were down 56 cents with a weighted average of 91.31. The Iowa Minnesota was 6 cents higher with a weighted average of 92.02, and the Western Corn Belt down 57 cents with a weighted average of 91.61. Pork values were higher, up $1.78 at 95.86. Loins and hams were both sharply higher, and estimated hog slaughter was 475,000 head, even on the weekend, down more than 11,000 on the year. At the CME Live, cattle were mostly higher and feeders were up, waiting on direct business to develop. And lean hog futures closed mostly lower, pressured by lower cash business and that marketing year low for export sales. I'm Megan Grebner, Brownfield Ag News.
Black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations in Missouri. Hear from the Missouri Cattlemen's Association on the issue.
There's a lot of different techniques and strategies that you can use to harass the birds in a non-lethal way to get rid of them. Effigies, hanging dead birds in a tree works. Get those effigies through the USDA, or you can get a permit, kill one, and do that yourself. You can also cut down roosting trees that are a habitat for these birds. If you see a lot of birds in one tree, it's time for that tree to go. I will add that, vultures in general are very important to our ecosystem. Cleaning up the dead animals is extremely important. The turkey vultures do a good job of that. So do the black vultures, but the black vultures have become more aggressive. Our mission is not to eradicate birds. Our mission is to help farm and ranch families prevent economic devastation, which can make the difference between the black line or the red line in a financial year.
To find out more, go to agriculture.mo.gov.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements, and it's being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and check it out every weekday by picking up a copy or check it out online. Don Lee Floyd, age 84 of Salem, passed away Monday, April 21st. Funeral services for Don Floyd will be Saturday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel, with visitation for family and friends of Don Floyd, also on Saturday from 11 in the morning till service time at 1 o'clock. Burial will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery, and all arrangements for Don Lee Floyd of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Jean Marie Thomasima of Steelville passed away Thursday, February 13th at the age of 67 years. Celebration of life will be Saturday at 3 in the afternoon at the Steelville Presbyterian Church. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the Lifeline Pregnancy Care Center of Cuba, Missouri, or Rusty's Rescue Pets City Pound of Steelville. And all arrangements for Jean Marie Thomasama of Steelville are under the direction of the Britton Bennett Funeral Home of Steelville. James Ulysses Curry, age 83 of Doolittle, passed away Saturday, April 5th. Funeral services for James Curry will be Tuesday at 12 noon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel, with visitation for family and friends of James Curry also on Tuesday from 11 in the morning till service time at 12 noon. Burial with military honors will be in the North Lawn Cemetery. And all arrangements for James Ulysses Curry of Doolittle are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements, and it was brought as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free!
It is now time to take a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The City of Salem Planning and Zoning Commission will be holding a public workshop Monday at 6 o'clock at the Salem Community Center at the Armory Event Center. KSMO and Your World Today staff apologizes for the erroneous publication of that as the lead story in today's edition of Your World Today. Now, the workshop Monday night will include discussion about an introduction to planning and zoning, the ordinances and definitions, and the zoning map before the workshop is adjourned. The workshop, called by Chairman Keith Inman, is open to the public. And again, our apologies on behalf of staff here at KSMO and Your World Today for erroneously publishing that in today's Your World Today. City of Salem's Water and Wastewater Department has achieved statewide recognition. Superintendent Chris McGirt and wastewater lead man Josh Hunt represent the City of Salem in the final round of Missouri's drinking water taste testing held in Jefferson City. Salem proudly earned third place in the Missouri Department of Natural Resources statewide drinking water taste testing, an achievement that reflects the hard work and dedication of the city's utility staff to provide high-quality drinking water to our community. The Show Me Sales Tax, that's the Show Me Green Sales Tax holiday, ends today. That provides opportunity for you to save money on select purchases while stimulating economic activity in the state. Now, according to the Missouri Department of Revenue, all Missouri cities, counties, and districts participate in the appliance sales tax holiday. It started on the 19th of this month, and it will end today. So if you plan on taking advantage of the Show Me Green Sales Tax holiday, you'll have to get that done today. State sales tax will be waived on qualifying Energy Star certified appliances. This certification indicates that a product has been independently verified to meet strict standards, which can mean superior performance and long-term energy savings. Clothes washers, dryers, dishwashers, air conditioners, refrigerators, and more that have the Energy Star certification that's some of the items that are exempt from state sales tax on the first $1,500 of each appliance purchased. 3 cases were heard in front of Judge Michael Randazzo on April 23rd in the 42nd Judicial Circuit Court. In the first case, Michael Scott of Salem pled guilty to a felony charge of driving while having his license revoked and not having insurance. Scott was sentenced to serve 15 days in jail as recommended by Dent County Prosecutor Andrew Curley. In the next case heard, Michaela Black of Salem, who was on probation for 2 felony possession of controlled substance charges, had absconded from drug court. A probation hearing was held where Prosecutor Curley sought a 7-year sentence pursuant to Section 559.115 of the revised Missouri State Statutes as requested by the Missouri Department of Corrections. Black sought continued probation. Over the objection of the state, Black was granted continued probation with an added condition to complete the new Sanctuary Beginnings program. Also on Wednesday, at the conclusion of an Alford hearing, Albert Terrell of Salem was found guilty of felony stealing and for driving while having his license revoked. Terrell was sentenced to serve 7 years in the Missouri Department of Corrections as recommended by Prosecutor Curley. Don't know what to do with unused or expired medications? They can be properly disposed of safely in Salem at drop-off boxes at the Salem Police Department and the Dent County Sheriff's Department every day. This reminder is being brought to you by the Healthy Dent County Prevention Coalition as some communities are holding their Drug Take-Back Day this Saturday. Salem and Dent County are fortunate to have drop boxes available to the public on a daily basis. The total amount of prescription drugs collected by DEA through the drop-off boxes or drug take-back days since the fall of 2010 to more than 19.2 million pounds or 9,600 tons of medication. You may bring unused or expired medications to either the Salem Police Department or the Dent County Sheriff's Department for them to be disposed of properly and safely during regular business hours. Please make sure that you have your medications in pill bottles or a plastic bag, and no syringes will be accepted. The Denton County Health Center will be holding their Spring 2025 Health Fair and Vaccine Clinic Friday, May 2nd from 7 in the morning till 1 in the afternoon. No appointments are necessary. Denton County residents can get free basic screenings of blood pressure, height and weight, and BMI calculation. Rapid heart health screenings are available for lipid, that's cholesterol, and A1C for $34.50. Expanded services will be available for blood chemistry for $3.80, a vitamin D test for $13.75, basic thyroid test at $3.50, and blood counts for $3. Other services available include free rapid blood lead screening, free household item lead testing, plus free Narcan and free STD testing. Updated COVID-19 vaccines will also be available. Information scheduling for additional services will be available. No orders are needed for the screenings as the Denton County Health Center has a standing order for health screenings. In order to speed up the process, no insurance will be accepted. The Denton County Health Center is located at 1010 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard across from Town and Country Bank. To answer other questions about the Health Center Spring Health Fair and Vaccine Clinic, feel free to call 573-729-3106. Saturday, May 3rd, will be the community-wide yard sale in Salem, as yard sales will be occurring all over town and out in the county. Maps for the location of local yard sales will be available at the Salem Chamber of Commerce in the Crossroads. A central sale location will be held at the City Administration parking lot on Saturday. You can still reserve a space on the city parking lot at 4th and Iron Street for $8 for 2 parking spaces by calling 729-4117 or stopping by the administrative offices. Those spaces are reserved on a first-come, first-served basis. Don't forget that the following 2 weeks in the city of Salem is the semi-annual GFL Residential Spring Cleanup Weeks. This is for Salem residents only and is done on your normal trash day from May 5th through 9th and again May 12th through the 16th. Remember, tires, appliances, yard waste, car batteries, oil, chemicals, solvents, and paint, as well as non-compactable items like concrete, tree stumps, steel, etc. cannot be picked up. If anyone has questions about what can be or cannot be picked up, they're welcome to contact GFL at 800-926-3953 or at 417-741-7714. The Missouri Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program provides benefit vouchers to low-income seniors who are 60 years of age or older in Dent, Crawford, and Phelps County through the Mid-Missouri Aging Best Office. Eligible seniors will receive 10 vouchers with a value of $5 each for a total of $50 each year that can be used to purchase fresh, raw, unprepared foods grown in Missouri, and that includes fruits, vegetables, honey, and cooking herbs. The vouchers may be used now until October 31st or earlier if your local farmers market closes before then. You have until September 30th to get your vouchers, and they can be used at any farmers market that is part of the program, including the Salem Farmers Market. The maximum household income to qualify for the program is 185% of the poverty level for a single person, with incremental income levels for those with multiple family members. A senior may also qualify if they participate in the SNAP program or Community Supplemental Food Program. Seniors can also name a proxy on their behalf to apply for and purchase foods on their behalf. The program application must be signed by both. For more information about the Seniors Farmers Market Nutrition Program, call 573-751-8596. An accident occurred Tuesday afternoon around 2 in Phelps County on County Road 1000 and County Road 1010. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2007 Chevrolet Cobalt driven by a 17-year-old male juvenile of St. James was traveling eastbound and failed to negotiate a curve. The Cobalt traveled off the left side of the roadway and became airborne. It came to rest facing southbound. The driver suffered serious injuries and was flown to University of Columbia by Phelps Air. The report goes on to state he wasn't wearing a safety restraint at the time of the accident. The Cobalt was totaled and removed from the scene by Spurgeon's Towing. The Highway Patrol was assisted by the St. James Fire Department and Phelps Air. And that has been a look at local news and was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem Campus, phone them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Taro Complete Auto Care in Salem can take care of all of your automotive and diesel repair needs. Taro Complete Auto Care has these specials every week. Tuesday is Ladies' Day, and on Wednesday it's Seniors' Day, where you can get $2 off of your oil change. They also offer free delivery and pickup in the city limits. So for all of your automotive repair needs, the place to go is Taro Complete Auto Care at 307 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem.
Hey, Green Gobbler here. So you've got a clogged drain in your bathroom. Water in the sink's overstaying its welcome. You're spitting today's toothpaste on top of yesterday's toothpaste. You hope that it'd go away. Yeah, clogs don't just go away. I make them go away. I'm Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. I'm bleach-free, safe for your pipes, and I work. Guaranteed or your money back. Because I never met a clog that was gonna unclog itself. Green Gobbler. Let the gobbler get it.
Are you a renter that has always dreamed of owning your own home but aren't sure where to start? Town & Country Bank can help. With our local lending team, Town & Country Bank has been helping renters make their dreams come true by giving them the tools they need to own their very own home. I'm Andrew Wynn with Town & Country Bank. Stop by today and let us help you take the first step to home ownership. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 899641.
Jet Tire and Auto has a wide selection of tires and wheels in stock and can special order any tires you may need. They are also a full-service auto repair shop serving the Salem and surrounding areas, offering a variety of services from alignments to oil changes to bumper-to-bumper checks as well as UTV services. Jet Tire and Auto also does state inspections and emission tests. Check out their website for all the services they offer at jettireandauto.com, and don't forget to like them on Facebook. For more information or questions, call 729-3650 or stop by 800 South Park Street in Salem.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you by your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Salem Tiger tennis team won the SCA Conference Tournament yesterday, held in Salem, and are the 2025 SCA champions. Congratulations to Coach Hubbs and all the players on a fine year. Cash Howard's bottom of the seventh inning, 2 out, 2 RBI hit capped off an improbable 6-run comeback after a rain delay at the SHS Baseball Field Complex as the Salem Baseball Tigers came back to meet Mountain View Liberty Eagles Thursday 6-5. Caden Moody and Howard each had 2 hits and 2 RBIs for Salem, who stopped their 3-game losing streak and improved to 8-5-1, 4-1 in the SCA Conference. The win keeps their conference title hopes alive. They'll be at Plato today at 4:30. The Mountain Grove Lady Panthers scored 3 runs in the first inning with 2 outs and 4 runs in the second inning with 2 outs, then held on to beat the Salem Ladies Softball Tigers in a rain-shortened 5-inning game, 9-4. Reagan Du Bois had 2 hits, and Taylor Fulton had a 2-run double for Salem in the loss, and they fall to 9-8 on the year and 2-4 in the SCA Conference. The Salem Lady Tigers will hold their Salem Softball Classic today and tomorrow at the Salem City Park with round-robin play starting at 3:15. Saturday play will begin at 9 o'clock in the morning. The Salem Tigers track teams will be at Mountain Grove for a meet starting Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. St. Louis Blues hosted the Winnipeg Jets for the first time in postseason play, and Pavel Buchanovich, set the tone early with a pair of goals within 4 minutes. He earned the hat trick in the third as the Blues blew out the Jets 7-2. St. Louis Cardinals begin a 3-game series against the Brewers tonight on KSMO Radio at 6:20 this evening. And that has been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Blues got back in this series with a 7-2 rout over the Jets. Pavel Buchnevich had a hat trick. Robert Thomas finished with 4 assists.
That's what we needed. It's a long series. We climbed back into it, and it was a good game tonight. We got to focus on Sunday and making sure we're prepared and coming out the same way.
Yeah, that's when Game 4 is. St. Louis trailing 2-1.
The New York Jets select Armand Membu, Missouri.
Thought it could happen that Mizzou could have a top 10 pick in the draft, and that's exactly what happened. Right tackle Armand Membu taken by the Jets with the 7th pick.
A lot of communication with them in the pre-draft process, and it was just some of my gut told me when I woke up today, I was going to be a Jet.
Membu spent the last 3 seasons with the Tigers. He's the highest drafted player from Mizzou since Alden Smith was taken at 7 in 2011. The Chiefs traded down to 32 at the Eagles and picked offensive tackle Josh Simmons from Ohio State. For giving the Eagles that one early pick, the Chiefs also get the 164th selection. Simmons would have been a top 10 pick, but he hurt his knee. Chiefs GM Brett Veach willing to risk for a top left tackle. He talks a bit about their thought process before the draft.
Hopefully we're not in a position to take him because he'll probably go pretty high. But, things happen and different players rise up, and injuries are part of the game here. And it's one of those double-edged swords where there's still a rehabilitation process. And on the other end, had it not been for that injury, probably not there. It's probably a blessing in a weird way that injury happened for us to be in this position. And we feel good about what we can get out of him.
NFL draft continues today. The Royals swept the Rockies 7-4 and 6-2, 4 wins in a row. Bobby Witt Jr., a career-best 16-game hitting streak.
Yeah, I just got to keep putting together good at-bats. I still don't think I'm where I need to be.
Royals ace Cole Reagans getting checked for a groin injury. He was pulled in the first game. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
What the heck?
You get to work without people speeding through your office. Give highway workers the same respect. Remember, our office is out here on the roads of Missouri. So please, put down your phone, pay attention, and by all means, slow down in work zones. After all, we don't speed through yours, because at the end of the day, we all just want to do our work and get home safe.
See you tomorrow.
Brought to you by Save Mo Lives.
Mama, what does the chicken say? Dog. Cat. Giraffe.
Giraffe, really? Giraffe.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right.
Visit NHTSA.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Stay tuned to KSMO. I've got news from the Missouri Net coming up in 1 minute, and that'll be followed by your latest KSMO weather forecast after the top of the 1 o'clock hour.
Each year, underground utility lines are damaged because those lines were not marked prior to digging. Hitting an underground utility line can cause serious injury, it could disrupt service to you and other customers, and it could potentially result in fines and repair costs. I'm Commissioner John Mitchell of the Missouri Public Service Commission. Missouri law requires anyone digging underground to notify Missouri 811 before any excavation work begins. Remember, you must contact Missouri 811 before you dig. It's free and it's the law.
Dig safely, it's the law.
This statement has not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
When it comes to my lifestyle and diet, I don't always make the smartest choices. But when it comes to taking care of my liver, I do make one very smart choice. Active Liver Tablets from New Nordic.
You ask a lot of your liver, so give it the support it needs with Active Liver. Go to NORDICUSA.com, Amazon, or ask for Active Liver at your local CVS. New Nordic.
With News on Missouri Net, I'm Marshall Griffin. 5 international college students in Missouri are taking on the federal government, saying their legal immigration status was unlawfully revoked without notice and without cause. They've filed a federal lawsuit in the Western District of Missouri, saying they were in full compliance with the terms of their visas. Northern Missouri Congressman Sam Graves says it'll take some time, but Congress is committed to extending high-speed internet to everybody. Graves co-sponsored the E-Bridge Act, which provides grants to rural and economically distressed communities to expand broadband.
The world depends on whether it's rural health care or telemedicine or education, whatever the case may be, everyone, should be able to have access.
Graves says the last mile of fiber optic cable is the most expensive. The grants can be used with private investment to extend high-speed internet in a community. And Missouri's spring turkey season is here. It began this week and runs through May 11th. What's new for this season? Drones can be used to recover hunted turkey. This is Missouri Net.
We are the keepers of the wild, America's original and most invested conservationists. For more than 80 years, we've been committed to conserving wildlife and the natural landscapes that define our nation. From rugged alpine ridgelines to peaceful tall grass prairies, we've supported the conservation of more than 36 million acres of American wildlands. Our funding has led to cleaner water, fresher air, and improved wildlife habitat. From abundant fish and waterfowl populations to robust deer and elk herds, nothing is more important than maintaining wild spaces for adventurers to explore and wildlife to thrive. We are America's hunters and target shooters, stewards of the American outdoors.
America's hunters and target shooters, along with firearm, ammunition, and archery manufacturers, have invested more than $46 billion to help state fish and wildlife agencies manage and protect wildlife and wildlands across America. For more information, visit outdoorstewards.org.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Country Mart. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available and clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop at a store for your favorite items, then tell them your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan the QR code on the in-store flyer to learn more and start saving more today.